Hello.
Hello, Natasha. How are you?
I am great. And firstly, before I do anything else, I am so sorry about yesterday. I really am a little bit of an airhead, so apologies. I don't even know how I forgot that. I've got notes everywhere and I didn't see. And then when Steve rang me, I was like, oh, God's sake. Like, I really have. So nothing in it. I was just here working, so I apologize profusely.
Oh, there was me taking it all personally.
Oh,
Oh, I
God,
don't
no,
know.
no, God, don't. Honestly, I. But yesterday I'd been up since 5:30, left the house at 6, and I'd spent the morning watching football with my son. And it was just one of those days where when I got home, I got caught up doing work and I was writing
Mm.
this song and I got waylaid. So yeah, I apologize.
Natasha, it's just one of those things. It's absolutely lovely to hear your voice and lovely to be speaking to you again. And you know
Yeah,
what? It's just one of those things.
it's one of those things, definitely. But we're here now, so that's the main thing.
This is it. This is it. And I wanted to say to you, I mean, wow, what a year you had last year. Wow. I mean, it was just so full of stuff. And, you know, I must have seen you 4 or 5 times, I think, last year at various different places. Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah, last year was amazing and it surpassed all my expectations and then now we're into this year 2014 and we're only maybe six no what are we 8 weeks, nearly 8 weeks in,
Yeah.
and it's just been phenomenal. So I've constantly got this huge grin on my face and my cheek muscles are burning because because I'm smiling so much. And I know that sounds really cheesy, but it's just so wonderful that it's all coming together.
Oh, and I'm so pleased. I mean, the first time we saw you last year was at Blackpool, and
Uh,
we saw you again this year as well. But
right.
yeah, we saw you down in the last year in the Soulful House room, and it was great. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, no, this year was good. They had me on a much better time as well. And the room was just jumping. It was great. It was really, really awesome. And, within 5 minutes of coming off stage, the room emptied. So I felt really happy about that. So I was like, they came to see me.
Wasn't that wonderful, eh? It was, absolutely lovely. I love Blackpool anyway as a weekender. It's probably, I kind of can't wait to get New Year out the way so I can get to Blackpool,
It's one of your favorite spots then, yeah?
Definitely the
Yeah.
expansions weekend are there, and I got this vision in my mind of you there this year, and they put you in that room with the glass front, didn't they? And you kissed the window, and
Oh God, I remember.
and there
Wow,
was an
it's like a
admiring man.
goldfish. Sorry?
There was an admiring man outside giving you a wave, and you came up and you kissed the window, and I think it made his day. To be honest, I
It
really
was
do.
quite, yeah, it was quite a funny. Well, I felt like I was in a goldfish bowl, and I'm not sure why they put me in there. Actually, as well, the air conditioning was really high in there, but yeah, I mean, it was fun, and I'm all about having fun, as you probably can tell.
Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. And then at solstice, at the summer solstice, where you did that amazing set, we were two of the people out in the crowd, myself and Anna, the station's producer. We were there listening to you and waving frantically at you and really
Yeah.
enjoying your set. What a wonderful feeling that must have been. It was great down in the audience. So
Oh yeah, the audience over at the summer solstice were spectacular, I have to say, and we really had a giggle. And again, I wished I could have come back on again a couple of hours later and done it all again. And they're just really lovely, and it's because it's for such a good cause as well.
mm.
You really want to get behind that. So yeah, the guys over there, nothing but love for him. Jamie Topham is spectacular and supports a lot of what I do. So yeah, it's good.
Was fantastic. The atmosphere for the day was absolutely electric, and it was electric when you were on stage, but it was electric throughout, and it was just one of those memorable days. I actually had an interview in the morning with a remixer called Young Pulse. He came with me. I just threw him in the Sound Fusion Radio van, and he came with me to Solstice, and we had such a fantastic day. It was brilliant.
Nice, nice. Well, that is what you want, isn't it? You know, that is if you want. I mean, the weather that day as well. Gosh, we'd
Wasn't
had.
it?
If you remember, we'd had some rain, hadn't we? I
Mm.
wasn't sure how it was going to be or how it was going to turn out, but actually, the weather was it was wonderful. It was sunbathing weather, so everybody came out in their masses. Yeah, what a great day! And I'm sure I'll be heading up there again, even if I'm not performing. So
But we'll definitely be there again this year. Wouldn't miss it for the world. It's it's firmly set in the Sound Fusion Radio calendar now. So
brilliant.
we're going to make sure that we're there. And then the next time we saw you was at the flyover Portobello when you took the award, which was
Oh, wow.
amazing. And do you know, I had this. I saw you on stage, and I just looked at your face, and I could feel myself welling up.
Yeah.
You know?
I just, you know what? I'm never going to apologize for crying that day because I might have felt a little bit stupid, but for
Not at all.
me,
Not at
it
all.
was just so rewarding to know that my support have had, voted for me.
Mm.
And that meant so much to me because it's voted for by the people. So you can't argue with the people. You can't, I love awards where they are voted for by the general public,
Mm.
rather than, voted on a board, as it were, because music is subjective. So if it's voted for by the public, the fact that they love you means it's genuine. And I just, I loved, that night for me was everything I wanted it to be and more. And yes, I cried like an absolute baby.
it was it was
And I don't
lovely.
care.
It was lovely, and you're not the only one that cried like an absolute baby. I did too for you. So
Yeah, I said to them, next year, if I'm back here next year, then no tears, no tears, no tears. But you know what? I'm such an emotional wreck the majority of the time. I mean, my CDs turned up however many weeks ago, and I spent the afternoon crying. 'Cause it's just these monumental moments, the moments that you dream of, and the moments that when you're a kid, you're like, yeah, I'm going to do this and I want to get that. And then when they actually reach fruition, even though it's 25 years later, you're like, it just means so much more.
mm.
It's phenomenal. That's why I've got really sore cheeks because I keep smiling.
Well, that's lovely, isn't it? Isn't that just lovely? Isn't a smile just what the world needs?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I think everyone takes everything so seriously. And,
Mm.
if we all smiled a little bit more, it would make it just a little bit more tolerable, I think.
Yeah, I think that, we should have the Natasha Watts Smile a Day campaign.
Yeah, you have to smile. I think you should laugh as well, really heartedly, at least once a day. And
Mm.
what people don't realise, it works your stomach muscles, so you're exercising at the same time.
So it's all good, really. I mean, it's a win-win situation. And
Yeah, absolutely. I'm exercising whilst I'm smiling and laughing.
oh dear, yeah. You have to excuse me coughing. I've not been too good. I've had that lurgy that's been going
Oh,
around, so I'm on the mend now. And thankfully, you can't get it over Skype, so that's a
I
good thing.
can't get it over Skype, but I wish you well, and I would say to you, get yourself some hot toddies.
Yeah, yeah. I've had those recommended quite a lot, but I've been alcohol free for about 15 years now, so
Wow.
I'm quite a well behaved kind of DJ, if you know what I mean. So.
That's good. I'm not really a drinker.
Mm.
I'll have the occasional Malibu, but I don't really like it. I don't like the taste. I don't drink wine. I don't drink champagne. I don't drink beer. How boring am I?
Nothing wrong with that at all. I don't like the headaches. That's why I don't do it.
No,
But
it just doesn't appeal to me. So, yeah, it's a good thing. Anyway, we digressed.
well, a breakfast show DJ with a hangover, it's just not a good combination, is it, really?
No, it's not going to work. Definitely not.
Definitely not going to work. So the album,
Yes.
fantastic. I mean, what a wonderful collection of tunes. We've been playing some of them for a little while now, but they just grow and they've just got that wonderful, from Go Slow right the way across the board, just loving all of it. Tell us more about it. Tell us about what was behind it, and of course, Cool Million there with it too. And
Yeah.
there's just so much to know. I'm all ears.
Okay, well, the album. when people say to me, "Oh, sum up the album," what does it mean? Well, it doesn't really mean don't really mean anything. It means what you want it to mean to me.
Yes.
Every track, you know, when I write, some of them are personal, not all of them are personal. Some are on based on other people's personal stories because I tend to have quite big ears like bats, and I listen to what other people are going through, and I'll take that little snippet and I'll go and write a song about it. Or I might have a girlfriend that's going through something, and I'll take a situation that she might be in. Or I quite like empowerment, so I like positive songs. I like people to feel positive and get something out of the song. So it really, I've written every song on the album, which I'm so
Yes.
proud of myself for that. Robbie and Frank from Cool Million, who are the producers of the majority of the album, they've produced 9 of the tracks, and 3 others are by external producers: Simon Schoolboy Phillips, Ross Emmings and Ross Emmings and D Magic, and then the last one was done by the Doggett brothers. But Robbie oversaw the whole album and made sure that there was a uniform sound. So he's also executive producer. But for me, every song should be relatable. So
Yes.
I'm hoping, even from Born a Star, which is a really personal story for me,
Yes.
I would
Indeed.
hope that other people can listen and go, actually, I can relate to that. And I think the key to a good song is relatability, having, taking a scenario that not only I can listen to and relate to, that everyone else can go, oh God, yeah, like Skywards. Like Skywards is a really like empowering song. Like I'm not going to be mistreated. I know my value, I know my worth. And there's a couple of songs about that,
Mm.
knowing value and where you should be in life and not to tolerate anything. And Skywards is a very hands in the air, I'm going to be all conquering, all singing, all dancing.
Mm. Yeah.
Maybe not that, real to life, but maybe it's the Disney movie I live in. I don't know.
Nothing wrong with living in a Disney movie because anything can happen. You never know.
Yeah,
But
well, it's not always a happy ending, but
normally
I
on
try.
Disney it is. Normally Disney work out a happy ending. Even if it's not the one you expected, you do get one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. But no, that for me, the whole album, it took 2 years to write on and off, in between other projects. It should have, obviously, the album should have been out last September, so it was finished some time ago.
Mm.
But we just wanted, the timing had to be right, and I have to thank Robbie for that and Steve Ripley for making sure the timing was right. And yeah, and now we're here. And what's your favourite track? I want to know.
Me, oh well, to pick one wouldn't be very easy because I love Born a Star because I love what it means, and I also, when I interviewed you last year,
Yeah,
we spoke quite on quite a personal level about what
yeah,
Born a Star means to you. So that to me is a very very special track,
yeah.
and I love Change, I love Go Slow. I'm just trying to see if there's and Shine. I do love Shine.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole album's just beautiful. The production's great. I had no idea D Magic was on it, but we're
Ah,
all part of it. But yeah, I've spoken to D on a number of occasions, and
yeah, Dee's lovely.
mm,
Him and Ross Emmings did the track Worth, which is getting extensive radio play, actually. It's got such a driving bass boom beat behind it. It's
yeah.
it's lovely. Yeah, I really love that.
Yeah, I mean the whole album is wonderful, and I can't wait to do your feature and really, because we're going to be putting 2 or 3 tracks out a day, maybe more
Oh,
if we can get away with it. And that will go out on our UK breakfast show, USA breakfast show, and Australian breakfast show as well. So,
thank you so much. That's wonderful.
well, we thank you so much for making such wonderful music, Natasha. I mean, love it to bits.
Oh,
Um,
that's lovely.
and when we come and see you and you're up there on the stage and you sound and look so great, and I just I just get that lovely feeling of just being a little bit part of that. That's just
Oh,
wonderful.
Well, that's really lovely to hear because, without all of the support from yourselves right the way up to bigger stations, but for me, it's always about the foundation, and the foundation are the people that have supported me from day dot.
Mm.
And, I'm so eternally grateful for all of that because without that, there's no way in this world I would be where I am. So, it's been hard work, lots of dedication, and I'm loving every single second of it. So
Nice.
long may it continue. And, I will always aim for the stars,
Mm.
and I won't stop until I actually reach them. So, even
That's
if I'm,
fantastic.
even if I'm old and grey. Oh, I am old and grey.
That's rubbish. Not at all.
I'm so grey, you wouldn't believe.
So am I, but I'm not telling anyone.
No, you can't see, you see, because I dye my hair. I have no shame. I have no shame. But I try and be as honest as possible. It's the best way, you know.
And I think that honesty just comes shining through with you.
I just couldn't, I don't like, I'm not allowed to say that particular word, but I don't like BS. I don't. I
Mm.
just, if everyone was just real and just, there was no hidden agenda or, just be who you are.
Mm.
Just be who you are, own it, enjoy it, embrace it. I'm not
Yeah,
everyone's cup of tea, I know that. And I know that not everyone's going to like the album. And some people will actually hate it. But do you know what? It's subjective. It's their choice, Turn
absolutely.
over. Turn over if you don't like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's the thing. And when you come out on stage and you talk on the microphone, you talk to the audience, you are you. There's no you're the Natasha Watts that I know over the microphone and through interview. You're the same person, and I think that shines right through. And I think that's what, well, personally, that's what I love about you, because you're that person, and you're approachable and human and
Human.
etc. Yeah.
Last time I checked.
Yeah, well, that could be debatable, I guess, in many terms, as to what that actually constitutes. But I
Exactly.
mean,
What is normal? I mean,
mm,
you know, society says one thing is normal, but I'd like to think I wasn't necessarily that normal.
well,
I'd like to think because I think that the good thing about everyone is that everyone is different, and the norm is what somebody has just said somewhere behind a
mm,
desk is the right way to be.
but you're
Uh,
yourself, and
yeah,
that's it. That's the
yeah,
point.
absolutely. Can I do a shameless plug?
You can do a shameless plug all you like. I'm going to sit back and let you shamelessly plug right now.
Shamelessly plug. If you haven't got the album yet, please, please, please get yourself to amazon.co.uk or amazon.com and pick up your copy of the album. I would really, really appreciate that. Secondly, you can go to my website for other information, www.natasha-watts.co.uk, or you can get me on Twitter, Natasha Watts, or Facebook, Natasha Watts Singer. And finally, June the 22nd, 2014, go and get yourself tickets to watch me live in concert at the Jazz FM, at the Jazz Cafe.
The Jazz Cafe in Camden, Sound Fusion Radio will be there because we've already got tickets. So there you go.
That's what we like to hear. I had to do the shameless plug. Thank you for letting me do that.
I loved the shameless plug. That's great. That's good. It's not even shameless. It's great.
It's just, keeping it out there. But also, I'd like to say as well, thank you to everybody who is supporting me, has supported me, is continuing to support me. It really, really does mean the world. And thank you to you as well, Mr. Gloss. You are a little star. And thank you for having me on your show. And thanks to Anna. It's great. And anytime you want me to come back on, you just give me a shout and I'll be there.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. And we would love to speak to you again as the sort of the year goes on and catch up and do that thing. So that would be lovely. I've got one more shameless request of you now.
What would you like?
Could you do me a drop?
Of course I can.
I'm recording now, so I could record it right now if you wanted to do it right now.
Okay. What would you like?
Oh, a Natasha Watts creation.
um,
Something with Sound Fusion Radio and DJ Gloss in it and Natasha Watts in it, and the rest I'll let you make up.
Hey everybody, this is Natasha Watts, and you are listening to Sound Fusion Radio with the one and only Mr. DJ Gloss.
That's fantastic.
Is that better?
Oh, that was brilliant. That was absolutely lovely. So, Natasha, what's your favourite off the album, or don't you have one?
Oh God, okay. Personally, is obviously Born a Star.
Of course.
Performance-wise, I love Good Love. If you send me all the links as well, darling, and I'll tweet them, post them, plug them.
No problem at all. And we'll also have a page on the website which will put people onto Amazon to buy your CD.
Oh, little star, that's amazing. Thank you.
We'll talk about that gig at Camden's Jazz Cafe as well. And
yeah. Nice. That's what we like.
That's what it's all about. You know.
Thank you. Honestly, I really do appreciate it, and I'll come back on any time. So you've got my Skype now, and I'm on here all the time. If you ever want to just ask me anything, you don't have to go through anybody else. Just ask me.
Natasha, that is absolutely lovely. Do you know, it's been such a pleasure to talk to you again. And,
it's my pleasure. My pleasure.
Fantastic. You know, you have a lovely day. I know it's a bit sort of grey and not so bright outside, but they've threatened sunshine this afternoon.
Well, the sun has come out, but I'm in the process because I haven't been here all week. I'm at home. I was actually laying in my bed talking to you. Not in my bed, on my bed.
That's fair enough. That's okay.
And now I'm going to finish tidying up because I'm away in Rome again at the weekend. So
nice.
I only get a short period of time to get the housework done, the washing done. I've already been out this morning and bought a new washing machine because my washing machine broke.
Oh dear.
And I carried it out the car and I plumbed it in and now it's on.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go. Self-sufficient.
Oh, I'm totally self-sufficient.
Oh, fantastic. That's brilliant.
Okay, well, listen, you have a great day too, sweetheart.
Will do.
And thanks again, all right?
Yeah, thank you, Natasha. You have a lovely day. See you soon.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.